My brother always tells me that Aashram was like Gadar for you on OTT platform.
But the scene where you kiss your bride and when you are drenched with blood and you do it that way.
In fact, not speaking a word gave me some kind of energy which, I don't know, it just brought something out in me.
Ever in your life, did you ever felt that need, that craze that you have to get your father attention?
Yeah, he was busy working, so he would never be home. And I used to miss that. So by the time I was born and I was growing up, he realized that he's missed out being with his kids, and he used to take me everywhere with him. I mean, none of us imagined this would be the year, the way it has turned out to be. We got a daughter in our house and she's brought us luck. And then Gadar happened, and हम जब Gadar लगी तो मैं बोल रहा हूँ हम लोग सब बोल रहे अच्छा आज की collection इतनी हो गई है. We kept thinking we're dreaming, like what is happening, you know. What amuses me is how people have gone gaga about my dance.
That is the success of it. But how did your sons kind of received the film?
मैं कोई झिझक ही नहीं बोलने के लिए कि कितना अच्छा काम किया मैंने. I mean, they just feel it. I can see it in their eyes how proud they feel about their father. My mother told me whenever I come into the room, she said, "मेरा animal आ गया." Oh, I'm walking past. She said, "मेरा animal कहाँ जा रहा है तू?" Parents have to be good role models for their kids, and somewhere I didn't realize that in that period of my life.
And when you hear the term Lord Bobby, when people call you, how does it make you feel?
I feel like a lord. So it's always challenging. So when people offer me films which are caricature antagonists, I don't want to do them.
Yeah.
I was offered 1 or 2 big films recently, and I said no because can't do that.
This fight scene that you and Ranbir have.
We look like brothers. We have something which is so,
Yeah.
and the chemistry we share, it comes across on the screen so well.
Yeah.
You know, and I think the song playing in the background. At one point, people didn't know who to sympathize with because that's how the feeling comes.
Yeah.
So I think I used to get mesmerized looking in his eyes. He's such an amazing actor.
My first conversation with my next guest happened with the role I think kind of reinvented him in the OTT space, in Bollywood, in the industry per se. So it feels so opportune that my next conversation is happening with him for a role that has actually brought him so much love and appreciation that he has always rightfully deserved. My first conversation with him was for Aashram, and today I'm talking to him for Animal. The A Connect and the Success Connect, I think, defines what he is, defines the stardom that he possesses and the love that he gets from everyone. So today I feel very honored that I'm sitting in the company of Bobby Deol. So sir, firstly, welcome to Bollywood Bubble.
Thank you so much.
And I feel so happy. Actually, conversation Aashram se start hua tha, and that was a redefining role for you.
In fact, my brother always tells me that Aashram was like Gadar for you on OTT platform. Because that's one show which is the most watched web series ever.
Yeah.
No one's seen any web series as much as that has been viewed. And that's where I got the opportunity to showcase my work because I did something very different. Aashram release हुई है उसके बाद मैं जहाँ भी जाता हूँ आज तक सब मेरे पीछे यही पूछते रहते हैं. पहले तो जपनाम बाबा जी की सदा ही जय. And then I keep saying it's coming. मुझे भी नहीं मालूम कब आ रही है. और क्या है कि I always believe the magic of the silver screen is something else. To achieve something on the silver screen brings more love, more respect when you do something good. And it has that magic. So when I got Animal and it done such good business, I feel so blessed and so grateful to God.
And पता है लोग बात करें ना कि even with the less screen time you got so much love. Screen time is a different thing because a lot of actors, I feel like without saying even a word, you have created an impact, and I think that's a speciality of the 90s actors more so that they have that capability that their eyes, their body language speaks so much that you don't need those words for them to come out loud. Firstly, I want to say that scene where you, now I don't think it will be spoiler because everyone has almost seen the film, but the scene where you kiss your bride and when you are drenched with blood and you do it that way, that scene, the intensity of it, for you to feel that there were no words you could utter to kind of show that aggression, you have to put it all in that action. Firstly, for the intensity of that scene, how was it for you to kind of bring it out and experience that?
I don't know how to explain that. From the time I heard my character, I knew there was so much I could do with it without even speaking a word. In fact, not speaking a word gave me some kind of energy which, I don't know, it just brought something out in me. And I just felt it, and the connection I had with Sandeep, even without him giving me suggestions so much, he hardly told me things, but I just felt safe in his hands.
Yeah.
I felt confident in his hands. you know. And when I was performing, I had no inhibitions whatsoever in my mind. You know, I just was portraying this character who's like a savage, like an evil man, and this is how he treats his women, this is how he is, you know, and that's how I portrayed it. So he's a romantic actually. He has 3 wives.
The films show romance also.
Yeah.
So that side also he brings into them. But I feel, I think why actors also feel safe, as you said with him, is that whatever he does it with utmost conviction.
Seriously.
That he believes in what he's selling.
Yeah, that's why it sells. That's why people like it.
Exactly. He doesn't get, because I remember we had spoken to him during the trailer launch, which happened for media people, and he was so convinced with what he was showing that you feel convinced that you have to go and watch it.
Yeah.
He has that aura in him. But for you, when you are getting so much love for be it Aashram, Class of 83 and now Animal, do you feel a rejuvenated sense of belief, a rejuvenated sense of validation when so much love comes to you in this inning of your career?
Definitely, man. I mean, every actor's dream is he always waits for this moment.
Yeah.
You know, it definitely gives you the strength to believe more in yourself. I mean, self-belief is the most important thing. The reason why I am performing the way I do because I have so much self-belief now.
Yeah.
You know, and they reassure you with giving you so much love. You know, so it's just I always tell everyone who wants to be an actor, never lose self-belief, be focused, be humble, and it just happened for you. Because I believe hard work turns into luck. You can't sit and wait for luck, you know. And that's what's happening in my career, I feel.
Yeah. And like the essence of the film is about the father-son bond. In ever your life, did you ever felt that need, that craze that you have to get your father attention in the tough or maybe the low times or maybe in even the happier times? Did it ever happen that you felt the need that you needed that attention from your father?
My dad is too loving. He always had time for me. Yeah, he was busy working, so he would never be home. And I used to miss that.
Yeah.
But then I was lucky because I was the youngest. So by the time I was born and I was growing up, he realized that he's missed out being with his kids, and he used to take me everywhere with him.
Yeah.
You know, and I'm lucky I got to do that.
Yeah.
That's why whenever I see, like, I used to be with him and I used to see the fans meeting him, and there were other actors also. But the love the fans, the audiences had in their eyes for my dad, I've never seen that for any other actor.
Yeah. And I feel...
And that's what really inspired me to be an actor, to get that love. Because we are whatever we are because of the love of our fans, you know. Yeah. I mean, and it's just incredible because of my father, how much love we all get. I think it's double because of him.
Yeah, and I feel that's an advantage of being a younger child also. You get taken everywhere. I have a younger child. I have faced it. You always get a little bit more love and attention.
No, I mean, you know what happens because सब बोलते हैं तू youngest है, तू spoiled है. I say spoiled क्या? Because you're the youngest, you're not allowed to do half the things.
Yeah.
Right?
True.
And my brother is the eldest. He would get away with anything. So I don't understand how it is that I am the ladla when he got to do everything. He will disagree with that. But that's how I feel.
But you see now, he had a 500 crore film, and now you are on the verge of having a 500 crore film, domestically speaking, because worldwide, so it has already crossed. It has been a great year for the Deol family. Like, Dharam sir came with Rocky Rani, Rajveer made his debut, Karan got married. It has been a very eventful year. When you look back at it, does it feel very fulfilling for the whole family from the perspective of that?
I mean, yeah, I mean, none of us imagined this would be the year, the way it has turned out to be. I think my brother rightly said that, and I also feel that. Karan got married and people started seeing us on Instagram because there were a lot of guests and they took videos and they saw how we are in real life. And whenever I went out after that, people used to come up and be so nice about the wedding, congratulate us.
Yes.
And I could see that, wow, the love we're getting. And I think it's because, as my brother said, we got a daughter in our house and she's brought us luck.
Yeah.
You know, and things just kept happening. I mean, the character my dad played in Rocky Rani, I think if anyone else had played that, it wouldn't have the same magic. It was him that brought that. And then Gadar happened, and हम जब Gadar लगी तो मैं बोल रहा हूँ, हम लोग सब बोल रहे हैं, अच्छा आज की कलेक्शन इतनी हो गई है, ओ कल भी इतनी हो रही है, अच्छा आज भी इतनी, चलता गया. We kept thinking we're dreaming, like what is happening, you know. And then it became such a big hit. We were so happy. You know, after 22 years, my brothers got this film and it just rocked at the box office. And so I never imagined that my film would. कभी कोई सोच नहीं सकता ना कितना बिजनेस करेगी, पर मुझे हमेशा गट फीलिंग थी मेरी फिल्म के बारे में कि people will like the film. It can't go wrong. But it has just hit a jackpot. What is it? It's just become like a lottery ticket of some sort.
Yeah. And जैसे आप उस समय गदर के लिए गिने थे, now people are every day counting about Animal. Like I'll tell you, I have been like every day I make an estimate कि आज इतना करेगी. It always crosses 3-4 crores over it. I'm like, okay, my estimates are gonna be wrong. But today also, like it has the second biggest Friday. Like it's counting so much. But when you listen to the conversations around the film, does it amuse you?
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't. It makes me feel happy.
Yeah.
It doesn't amuse me. It just makes me happy. Yeah, what amuses me is how people have gone gaga about my dance in my introduction scene. That's fun. That's fun to watch. I mean, there's so many reels that are made. Even dogs are balancing something on their head.
Yeah.
Can you imagine that? So, how viral has that become? And everywhere I go, friends are sending me. Millie sent me a video where she was partying and they were all dancing with that glass.
We all saw that, by the way.
And then there were others who were sending me of other people who they went to a party and they're sending me videos of those people. And last night I had gone out because it was Drisha, my daughter-in-law's brother's birthday. And even there, the music kept playing. After a few, half an hour, 20 minutes, the song would play. And then eventually they all made me do dance to that. And I was like, okay, I'll do it for you all. But I just get embarrassed doing all that.
But the song has got so much love that it had to be released. That speaks about the success of it.
Imagine.
Yeah.
I mean, they didn't have a choice. It was like, it's like it's like number one in the charts or whatever they call it.
And it has become like, I'm sure you must have made about 30 to 40 reels at least abhi tak. So you yourself with people, because everyone would have been coming to you and being like, let's do this.
I know, but
that is the success of it. But how did your sons kind of received the film? How did they see your character? What did they take out of it?
They think, they're very honest, and I've never seen them even. मैं कोई झिझक ही नहीं बोलने के लिए कि कितना अच्छा काम किया मैंने. I mean, they just feel it. I can see it in their eyes how proud they feel about their father, my wife, my boys, my mother. My mother, to whenever I come into the room, she says, "मेरा animal आ गया." Oh, I'm walking past. She says, "मेरा animal कहाँ जा रहा है तू?" You know, she talks to me like that. Before she used to say, "Baba ji, कहाँ जा रहे हो?" Because of Aashram.
See, your characters have been vibed so much in real life.
I mean, I go out and people first used to call Japnam and all that, and suddenly they're calling me Abrar, animal. I'm like, wow, this is when you get to know that people have actually really loved your work and the movie.
And on Coffee with Karan, you had said, it was your son's one sentence that made you think about you have to come back. Now, when they are about to enter and you are on a high, does it make you a little more happier in the sense that you are kind of leading them into the industry when you are also on a high?
Parents have to be good role models for their kids. And somewhere I didn't realize that in that period of my life. But then now I can see that. But my kids, I always tell my kids, they've seen me. I tell them, I'm very honest with my kids. There'll be good times, bad times, but don't ever give up.
Yeah.
You've seen our family, you've seen Bade Papa, you've seen Tayaji, you've seen me. And they know all that,
Yeah.
My kids are very level-headed, very grounded. And this kind of industry we are in, no actor can be sure of how the career is going to go.
Yeah.
So there's so much uncertainty. But that's why I made my son study. And he graduated from NYU Stern. He did finance and he graduated with honors. And now he's preparing to be an actor.
Yeah.
So let's see now.
He has already become a crush of the nation, let me just tell you. Aryaman's pictures already, people are like going gaga over it. So he has got the looks from the family. That, let's just say. That is so there.
I mean, it's nice to hear that, but nazar na lag jaye.
No.
God, touch wood.
Touch wood. But since you spoke about being a role model, right? Do you see them being able to have that discrimination between the acting that you're doing and maybe what the character personifies?
Yeah, they do.
Especially in characters like
Yeah,
Animal.
because they understand. I mean, when my kid was my younger one, when he was smaller, he saw Nanne Jaisalmer, and he just kept thinking that he would enact the scene. Dost, there was a dialogue there. He used to keep doing that, enacting that little kid, you know. And I guess he loved that film. And even now, I mean, every day when I wake up, my kids are already watching on television, YouTube, all the YouTubers talking about the film before, when the trailers came out, when the film was coming out, and then now the collections. They just are so, you know, obsessed about their father, which is how our whole family is. We obsessed about each other.
And you have to see, you have also had a very meme journey also, in the way that from that fake fractured hand with a gun in the other to now holding the glass over the head. Like, it has been a meme journey for yourself.
I know. Somehow I'm the only one who gets the most memes made on him, which is nice actually. I mean, it just shows the love of all the people.
And when you hear the term Lord Bobby, when people call you, how does it make you feel?
I feel like a lord.
You should.
No, I'm just, you know, really grateful for the love, and you know, it's just amazing. I just thank God.
Yeah. Do you feel like a comfort zone now in the grey shade of characters, because that have been working quite well for you?
I mean, as I said, I want to do something which is out of my comfort zone. Playing a grey character was never in my comfort zone. That's why I'm doing it.
Yeah.
You know, it's not difficult to have 3 different villains I've played it now.
Yeah.
Aashram, Love Hostel, now this. So it's always challenging. So when people offer me films which are caricature antagonists, I don't want to do them.
Yeah.
I was offered 1 or 2 big films recently, and I said no, because I can't do that. Not because it's a big film, I should do it. Why should I do it if I don't like what I'm going to be playing? So I'm only looking for characters which have substance, doesn't matter the length.
Yeah.
You know, because I want to be on set and enjoy being on the set and give my best.
Yeah. And lastly, I want to ask that this fight scene that you and Ranbir have, both of you bare-chested, and it doesn't seem that there's any age gap between you, let me just say. It seems so real, and you both seem so like giving each other tough competition in the way you look firstly. Then the fight is a different thing. In that zone, being in that zone, how was that for you to be in front of Ranbir and then getting that from him? It felt so raw, the whole action scene.
Yeah, we rehearsed the fight sequence for 7-8 days in Bombay before we went to London. But I think it's just, we look like brothers. We have something which is so, and the chemistry we share, it comes across on the screen so well.
Yeah.
You know, and I think the song playing in the background, at one point people didn't know who to sympathize with. Because that's how the feeling comes.
Yeah.
So I think I used to get mesmerized looking in his eyes. He's such an amazing actor.
Yeah. Bobby sir, like, I think what you are doing now, it gives us a lot of hope, because you have shown that even when you fall, you can rise higher and higher. And I feel not just you, even Sunny sir and your whole family has been a beacon of that. It feels great. It feels like a personal victory when we see you getting such success. And I hope you get more and more of that, because I've literally seen your career start, get higher, have their setback, and then you come back even stronger. And I hope it's going to get better and better and bigger for you. Thank you so much for giving me a chance to have this conversation. Hope you had a good time, because I had a great one, and it's a privilege. Thank you so much, and wish you lots and lots of love and luck.
Thank you. Wish you the same, dude. Hi, this is Bobby Deol, and you're watching me on Bollywood Bubble.